I'm Debra Lee Baldwin, author of 3 books about using succulents in gardens, landscapes, and containers. In this video, I'll tell you how to grow aloe vera in your garden and harvest it so that you can use the health and medicinal properties of the gel. You can have your aloe vera and use it too. In the meantime, it's just sitting here waiting to be harvested. The plant is probably almost mature. They get to be about 18 to 2 feet tall, the leaves, and then another 18 to 2 feet with the flowers. And this one is almost done blooming. This particular bloom stalk is spent, so we can just break that off, you see, and throw that away. And it tidies up the plant. This one's ready to go too. Natural gel from the leaf is not processed or purified in any way, which is okay, but you just have to remember a few things about it. So I'm going to slice it real close to the center of the plant so I don't have a truncated area that's going to show. This is a good example of what makes a succulent, because you can see how juicy and gelatinous that is. There's a number of medicinal uses, not just topical. In Mexico, they will blend it to make kind of a drink or an addition to a smoothie. Aloe vera's health benefits include being high in vitamin C and amino acids and having antibiotic properties. Aloes contain the chemical aloin, which can cause contact dermatitis in those allergic to latex. Even if you're not allergic to latex, when ingested, aloin may cause cramping and have a laxative effect. This is a concern only with raw gel, not with commercially prepared aloe products. Aloin is the yellow sap found just inside the rind between the outer skin and the inner gel. Before using raw gel, submerge it in water. Water that turns yellow indicates the presence of aloin. According to legend, aloe gel was used by Cleopatra as a skin moisturizer and softener, by the ancient Chinese to treat burns and wounds, and by Alexander the Great to help heal injured soldiers. Aloe vera most likely originated in Africa. It's sometimes called Aloe barbadensis because it grows wild on Barbados, but that name's incorrect. Aloe vera leaves sold in supermarkets and farmers markets keep well, especially when refrigerated. Aloe vera will grow indoors as a houseplant, but it needs sun to bloom. In the landscape, aloe vera needs protection from frost. Grow outdoors in zones 8 to 11. Aloe vera does fine in climates normally too humid for succulents, such as Hawaii and Florida. It also does well in desert gardens, but given too much sun, the plant's gray-green leaves will stress to shades of orange. Typical of succulents, aloe vera survives drought by living on stored moisture. If you want leaves to stay plump and juicy, grow in fast-draining soil that is moist but not soggy. Hundreds, if not thousands, of aloe vera plants brighten this Southern California strip mall. Notice how simple this landscape is. Just palms, fortnight lilies, iceberg roses, and aloe vera, which steals the show. Most aloes have orange flowers, so aloe vera is unusual in having yellow ones. It stands out best against a solid-colored wall, fence, or parked car. Like most plants, aloes will lean in the direction of greatest light. It's especially noticeable when in bloom. Aloe vera forms a colony over time. Offsets can be dug or pulled loose and planted. Top dressing helps hold moisture in the soil, keeps weeds from sprouting, covers bare spots, and aesthetically lends an important finishing touch. So, here we go, aloe vera. So I feel the leaves. I want a juicy leaf. Sometimes these don't get enough water and they're not very juicy. So you just split that open and that's just full of solid gel. You see that, how amazing that is? The big difference between aloes and agaves is that aloes have gel-filled leaves and agaves have fibrous leaves. Now you'll notice that where I smeared this on my hand, it turned yellow, right? Well, this is the difference between natural, recently harvested, fresh from the plant aloe gel and the aloe gel that you might buy from a commercial cosmetic company. Look at that. It's just like looking at a piece of Jell-O. Isn't that something? Look at that. It's so slippery I can hardly hold on to it. It is, what's the word? Well, slimy, yeah, but gelatinous, thank you. Yeah. My son, when he'd come back from the beach with a sunburn, he'd say, "Mom, can you rub some of that aloe snot on me?" So you're looking at an herb, a succulent herb. There are several edible succulents, but do grow the plant because it immediately soothes minor burns in your kitchens. So there you go, aloe snot. Look at that. Look for additional information about aloe vera in the video description and on my website. I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining. My goal is to inspire you to enjoy using succulents in fun and creative ways in your own garden and outdoor living spaces. Please know I appreciate your comments and do subscribe and hit the like button. I'm Debra Lee Baldwin. Thank you for joining me.